So right now, next one, parallelogram law of addition of vectors. Parallelogram law of addition of vectors. Next one is, right, parallelogram 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 law of addition of vectors. Addition of vectors. Write a definition. Please write definition. Two vectors are drawn from a point. Two vectors are drawn from a point so as to represent so as to represent the adjacent sides of a parallelogram. The adjacent sides of a parallelogram, both in magnitude and direction, comma, the diagonal of the parallelogram drawn from the same point represents the resultant of two vectors both in magnitude and direction. Both in magnitude and direction. Both in magnitude and direction. So see here. Now two vectors. This is the A vector. This is the B vector. Point of action is say O. So I call this is a vector. I call this a B vector, which makes an angle of theta. Theta should be less than 90. Right. Now, so parallel to this, for A parallel to, then you have to draw. For B, you have to draw parallel to B. Okay. So parallel to A vector, again you have to draw parallel. Parallel to B, this is a B vector. If you join this, if you draw a diagonal, this is the diagonal which represents a resultant vector in magnitude and direction. So this R vector is equal to A vector plus B vector. A vector plus B vector. Then what to do? You resolve this one. You resolve the equation. You resolve it. Again, project vertically downward. So whatever the angle is, same angle theta. By resolving B vector on extended A vector, then we are getting B cos theta magnitude, and what one is B sin theta. Now I can put the names vertex A, this is O, P, Q, S, I can put here is T, I can put a tree. Okay. So from triangle, OPQ, OTQ, OQ square, by using the Pythagoras theorem, OQ square, because of 90, this is 90, OQ square is equal to OT square plus QT square. Again, this OT is nothing but OP plus PT whole square plus QT square. Now what is the OP? OP is a magnitude of A plus B cos theta whole square. This QT is B sin theta whole square. We expand this one. So that is equal to what we are going to get? OQ is nothing but R square. This is called magnitude of resultant, R square. This is A square plus 2AB cos theta plus B square cos square theta, then plus B square sin square theta. Now that is equal to A square plus 2AB cos theta plus take B square common, cos square theta plus sin square theta. So cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. So that is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. So therefore the magnitude of the resultant is R is equal to square root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. So this is the magnitude of the result vector. Magnitude of the resultant vector. So what is the resultant vector here? Resultant vector R vector is equal to, right, R vector A vector plus B vector. This is the magnitude of resultant vector. Okay. Right now, please. Now, what is the direction of the resultant vector? The direction can be taken as this is alpha. Alpha is the direction of the resultant vector. Copy up to here. Direction of resultant vector. Alpha is the direction. Now from triangle OTQ OTQ, tan alpha is equal to opposite side QT divided by OP plus PT. Okay, copy. So therefore tan alpha is equal to, that is B sin theta, opposite B sin theta divided by A plus B cos theta. Therefore alpha is equal to tan inverse of B sin theta divided by A plus B cos theta. So this question asked, which of the following indicate the direction of the result vector? So try to listen. Tan inverse of, if it is coming B sin theta means automatically B cos theta will be there. Then automatically A or something, no problem. Suppose in place of here, if you are writing B cos theta means wrong. B cos theta by A plus B sin theta, wrong. Okay, suppose if they are going to write, so now B sin theta, then B plus A cos theta, wrong. Understanding? So here B sin theta means automatically B cos will be there. If you are writing B sin theta divided by B plus A cos theta, wrong. So B sin theta means automatically B cos theta will be there. If it is A sin theta means it should be A cos theta. This should be anything, maybe B or P, whatever you want to. Are understanding? So you have to remember these two things. This one related. That's all. So the A maybe changes. So that is the direction of present vector. Okay. So this question asked, which of the following indicate the direction of the result vector? 4 options are given. So the answer, what you have to do? This B sin theta automatically B will be there. If it is A sin theta means should be A cos theta will be there. Remaining this part you can take whatever you want to be. No problem. Maybe anything. Now write complete this one. Now case 1. When theta is equal to 0 degree, then what is the cos 0? Cos 0 is equal to 1. 1. And sin 0 is equal to 0. That already. Now then for R, maximum result R is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos 0 is 1 under root of, this gives you A plus B whole square under root. So that is equal to A plus B only. How should be the vectors that you have to draw? So they call collinear. This is a vector and this is a B vector. This is this one. They are collinear. Angle between them is theta is equal to 0. So what is the direction? Along the AB. Resultant is along the AB. Next, case 2. Copy. Case 2. when theta is equal to 90, cos 90 0, sin 91. Now then r, magnitude of resultant vector is r is equal to square root of a square plus b square, that becomes 0. So how should be the vectors? So this is the a vector, they are perpendicular, that is this is the b vector, angle is 90. Parallel to A and parallel to B, I am drawing this. This is the R resultant vector. Okay. Next, I want to say this is B vector. This is a alpha. Now, tan alpha is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. So magnitude of B by A. So alpha is equal to tan inverse of B by A. Okay. Suppose if A is equal to B, then alpha is equal to 45 degrees. If A is equal to B, if alpha A is equal to B, then alpha is equal to tan inverse of, both are equal, so B by A will be cancelled, it becomes 1. Tan inverse of 1 is 45 degrees. Alpha is 45 degrees. Now case 3. When theta is equal to 180. When theta is equal to 180. Cos 180 is minus 1 and sin 180 is 0. Then magnitude of resultant R is equal to same thing, right? Square root of A square plus B square minus 2AB. That's all. Because I'm writing cos 180, I'm direct writing. So this is going to give you A minus B whole square under root of. So that is going to get A minus B. So how should be the vectors? How should be the vectors is, this is the A vector, opposite direction. This is the B vector. So this is the angle is 180. So that means if A is more than B means A minus B. So A vector is greater than B vector. Because of this one. Okay, ma? Right. 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 This is about the what we call the series. Next, complete it. Next to write this polygon law of addition of vectors. Polygon law of addition of vectors. Next is evading polygon law of addition of vectors. Polygon law of addition of vectors. So if more than two vectors are acting, so let them say this is a more than two vectors. This is the A vector, B vector, C vector. C vector. By taking the reference, I am taking the reference A and parallel to B here I have to draw and C the closing vector is opposite to the result vector. Opposite to the result vector. Parallel to C I have to draw. This is A vector, this is B vector, this is C vector, and R vector, result vector is, this is the result vector, which should be opposite in direction to the closing vector. Okay, sir. This is the R vector. R vector is equal to minus C vector. R vector is equal to minus C vector. Understanding? That means A vector plus B vector plus C vector is equal to what? 0. Then A vector plus B vector, that is equal to minus C vector, that is nothing but R vector. It means R vector is equal to A vector plus B vector. So the closing vector is always opposite in direction to the result vector. Understood? This is called polygon law of addition of vectors. So with the notes, please try to copy. Right. Please write the notes. Right. Below it. If n equal forces, if n small n, if n equal forces acting on a body such that each force makes an angle, each force makes an angle 2 pi by n, with the previous one, with the previous one, then they form a closed polygon. Then they form a closed polygon. Full stop. So the resultant is 0. So the resultant is 0. Full stop. If each force of a magnitude, if each force of magnitude makes an angle theta with the previous one, then right below, right, point 1, the resultant is 0. The resultant is 0 if the number of forces is, the resultant is 0, the number of forces is n is equal to 2 pi by theta. Next point, if the number of forces are, n is equal to 2 pi by theta minus 1, comma, then the result force is F. Then the resultant force is F. Then the result force is F. Okay. Next, go to write Lami's theorem. Lami's theorem. Lami's theorem. Lami's theorem. Lami's theorem. Lami's theorem. Right, ma. If a body is in equilibrium, under the action of three coplanar concurrent forces, under the action of three coplanar concurrent forces, F1, F2 and F3 vectors, F1 vector, F2, F1 vector, F2 vector and F3 vector at angles of alpha, beta and gamma, alpha, beta and gamma, please stop. Below write the ratio of magnitude of one of the force to sine of angle between other two forces is always constant. Is always constant. This is one force, another force, another force. This is F1 vector, this is F2 vector, this is F3 vector. For this angle I can take alpha, this I can take beta, this I can take a gamma. Okay. The magnitude of F1 vector by sine of angle between the other two forces. So sine alpha is equal to magnitude you can take. By sine for F2 which is of beta, that is equal to F3 by sine gamma, that is equal to constant. Okay, they call Lamè's theorem. Okay, Nana.